congratulations to us, but in all seriousness, how outdated was this system?
Right, congratulations. And that starts next June. And so this bill that passed by the National Assembly of Korea yesterday would scrap basically the country's widely used Korean age system. It's a very unique counting standard for age, which would typically easily add a year or two to a person's age. And that is because the counting system views a newborn baby as already 1 year old, unlike the rest of the world that starts the clock from 0 and then begins counting the years on the next birthday. So what happens to us is birthday simply means a day we were born in rather than the day we age, as you know. So where did this really all come from? Historians, I've talked to them, and they have trouble pinpointing it to its precise origin, but many say that it's a remnant of an ancient culture of Korea, China, and Japan, where most of the countries have already scrapped this. And the system used to group all babies to the year they were born, and then they will all turn a year older when the calendar clicks over. So this means a child delivered on December 31st is already considered 1 year old, and then almost immediately turns 2 the next day on the New Year's Day. Yeah, so, well, I mean, even North Korea got rid of this antiquated system in the 80s, switching over to the usual global standards.
You know, Heidi, I can't tell you the times that my mother has used this in order to push me into, why aren't you getting married? Why aren't you having kids? Because I'm already 2 years older by her standards, but see, Mom, not anymore.
No, and Sherry, you know, I've always said, you know, forever young, you look younger than your age, and now, you know, it's actually true. So when you take a look at the reasons why they did this, I can imagine this is a bureaucratic legal nightmare, right? Tell us about some of the problems that this system would have caused.
Yes, just like Sherry said, it's certainly caused a lot of confusion both at home and abroad. Even for myself as a Korean citizen, having lived abroad and studied abroad for more than half of my life, it was always confusing to answer people when they ask, like, how old are you? Because most Koreans need to immediately conjure up the global standards and then do the math from their own Korean age, which is really tough. And so while in Korea, there were a bunch of legal disputes surrounding the age system on, say, signed contracts. Like the paper would say a certain age requirement or have an age limit on the paper. And then people involved would file complaints or sue over the interpretation of the age on the document, whether it's the Korean age or the global standard. So we don't have to go that far. Just up until a few months ago, when the government was, say, rolling out COVID vaccines, the notice instantly caused confusion over the grouping of the age group. So is the vaccine for 50 to 59 counted in the Korean age or the other? So there were a lot of these confusions. So the President Yoon Suk-yeol, sought the change when he ran for office this May, and that's how we got to change it.